I think Angel is trying to destroy... Oh. Wait, Federin is joining the fight? Instantly getting into submissive mode. So that's not an attack, that was an accident, sorry about that. I like this like glitch effect in the background we have. She influenced that game. Okay, let's just admit she's broken. Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for an episode of Umineko Chiru, and we are going to continue the episode of Angel's Choice, because we already learned what the Angel's Choice is going to be. It's going to be go through one of the doors that's going to be presented to her apparently. So I wonder what kind of choice is she going to make. Is she going to go with the conviction that she have right now and believe in what Butler says and just go into the future, or she's going to actually how can I say this without upsetting YouTube? Go to the path that she wanted to go, like, before, like, you know, when we learned, like, what she wanted to do to herself, yeah? Like, jump and stuff, so, yeah, because it's probably going to be that choice, right? One is, like, leading to the future, and one is, like, ending her, basically, I think. So, yeah. Let's just go to the episode and let's see how this episode will follow through and how the duel between Erika and the battle like ends basically and everything. So yeah, let's just go. Lambda Delta and Bernkastel fight to the death had passed through its face as a dynamic clash of fireworks, and was now a clash that was quiet and motionless. Those two witches, who possessed power on an entirely different level, may have been truly equal in strength. The battle could only be resolved by mutual consent, if one of them lost interest or found some reason for wanting to lose. Since both were putting their all into the fight without yielding a bit, they were absolutely and completely equal. Okay, I really thought that Lambda will be superior out of like all of this. Okay, this is cool and all, but I still think that Lambda in terms of strength should be better than Bern. I think. I don't know, let me know in the comments, what do you think? You think like I don't know, like they deserve, I would say, be equal? Or you think that one of them should be stronger in the story? I wonder what's your opinions about this. Let me know in the comments, please. I should make a vote of like who had the best smug in the Umineko.
あんたが味方でよかったわ。
くそ、もう少しなんだ。早く砂になっちまえ。ふざけた魔法人め。
Butler got irritated and punched the magic circle, but there was nothing he could do except continue to watch over it. After all, the only way to dissolve it was by waiting. However, the pair of them still felt relieved, if only a little. Lambda Delta really was strong. Even in a battle this spectacular, she fought on an even footing. No, if you also took confidence into account, she seems to have slight advantage to Butler's eyes. Yeah, like, she is like confident and Bear not, I guess. Should probably manage to buy them enough time. Angel would take the key and be able to return to the Golden Land. They just had to endure a bit longer. However, they had no way of knowing what Lambda Delta fate would be after this. She had disobeyed the Senate, the highest level witches in existence. Also, if you think about this, like in real life perspective, just taking the key to the deity is like not solving the issue, right? Because yeah, there's a lock and everything, but you can just like do any other means to just like destroy the lock, right? Like you just like take this book and just like use something to just like destroy the lock, and then you open the book. So just grabbing the key means like nothing. So my like new idea for like, I guess like metaphor of like taking away the key to the golden land and stuff is like destroying the dairy entirely, because this is the only way that the history can be kept in the cut box. Just taking the key doesn't really do anything if you think about this. So maybe they're like stealing the, maybe they're like the, I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know what they're like trying to do like in real life world there, but in general I think Enjo is trying to destroy. It's going to be the choice between destroying the Ifaderi or like showing it to everyone, basically. It's like this is going to be the choice, right? For her. But so far she chose to hide it into the cut box, so I hope that's what she's going to actually do. So yeah. A brutal fate probably awaited her. However, even knowing this, Anja had to step forward into the future without looking back, exactly. That was the single duty given to her, the witch of the future.
お兄ちゃん、あれは何？遥か向こうから何か近づいてくるわ。
Oh? Berencastle cats, maybe?
まずいぞ。まさか敵の増援か。
Oh shit. Lambda Delta and Berencastle were glaring at each other, so they didn't notice. Yep. Okay, heading towards them from a distance were several emerald green glints. The light showed that they were enemies.
でもほんの数匹だけだわ。
You think you can take them?
あの程度ならラムダデルタの敵じゃない。
Yeah, but they're going for you, right? Maybe they... All of the cats so far seems like a fish in a school, giving the impression that they would be terrifying as a group, but not much of a problem by themselves. Yeah, but if the thing is scattered, then it's harder to grab stuff, you know? And it's causing a lot more distraction. That's the problem. However, there was something different about the lights approaching them now. They were approaching in a beautiful ordered formation like the constellation. Butler quickly realized that this was something formidable.
我が巫女よ。
Oh. Oh. Wait, Federin is joining the fight?
そろそろ鍵の準備が必要な時間ではな。
Hold on a second. Holy shit, no way. Okay, we're fucked. What the fuck? She's the creator. She's like higher level than the Voyagers. She's the highest type of the witch. How powerful she can be. Okay, so she's with Bern. Lambda is going to fight two enemies at once. This is bad. Just by her tone, Butler was able to tell just how great a witch this was. Yeah, Butler don't like from Meta World don't know her. Actually, no, yeah, Butler never saw Federin actually. Even in like episode 7, yeah, he never saw Federin. Only Engine knows her, really. In like Meta World Butler perspective, not from like Toya perspective. The Butler Cats. Butler Cats. Okay, now Butler owns a cat. Okay, the Black Cats that surrounded her in a graceful and systematic constellation were all wearing large capes with elegant designs. Okay, so she have power of cats as well. I thought like she's like commanding the cats that Bernkastel owns, but apparently it's their own. I mean like, yeah, she owns a cat literally like she owns Bernkastel, so yeah. I guess. It looked as though great overlords from many worlds had been transformed into cats, leaving only their capes untouched. What Butler imagined was quite true. That was exactly what had happened. Those were the overlords from many worlds that formed Federin's personal guard. So it was like people from like her other creations I guess. Their bodies took the form of cats merely as a sign of respect to their masters, who took the form of a human. Also, this is a new soundtrack? Fake Grey Smile. Is it the first time we hear this? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like I heard the organs before, but not in this one, I think? You can let me know in the comments. I think like this is the first time, but I'm not sure. Those were entirely different from the pack of wild cats that served Bencastle.
アウアウローラ、あら、もうそんな時間だったの？客を多少待たすのもまたパーティーのもてなし方の一つではある。私はあまり好まぬのだがな。
As she said this, her eyes flicked to Lambda Delta. The latter bowed hurriedly. Okay. She just, like, instantly getting into submissive mode. Holy shit. Though Lambda Delta grinned, she was also sweating with a brow furrowed with tension.
久しぶりであるな、ラムダデルタ卿。ご機嫌うるわしゅう。
Damn.
アイアウローラ卿。ここは今日をもてなすにふさわしい場所ではない。会場への道を間違えられたか？ならば私が自らパーティー会場にご案内しよう。それは光栄ですわ。
Yeah. She really do not want to fight her. You can see and hear this. She really do not want her to fight this. Ballerina Augustus Aurora, the legendary Great Witch. It is said that she transgressed the limits of witch, becoming a creator, yeah. And that, upon reaching this forbidden plane, she was cursed with a deadly ailment. Oh? However, in life, she once turned her pet cat into a witch. Okay, yep, Bernkastel? They say that this second witch wanders the Sea of Fragments endlessly, searching for any fragment capable of reviving her master from the pit of death called boredom, even for a moment. This is so good. And the cat did revive her master. Revived the scattered witch, who had reached heights none should reach. Just as witches look down from the higher world and sneers at humans, calling them pieces on the game board. She looks at the witches the same. So she looks down from a world higher down and sneers at the territories of witches, calling them pieces on the game board. She's literally a god of the universe here. If a witch's strength is measured by the height of the world they are capable of reaching, then she was like a witch come back from the real realm of the gods. The only one. The one who had touched the highest forbidden heights and survived. This is also very cool that they included that. That she reached the heights and survived, because being like the popular like writer and stuff, it's not always something that everyone can like handle, you know? There's like you know, the fame, the fans, a lot of like responsibilities. Not everyone can handle the pressure, you know? That's why they included that survived. I like this. I think I think that's the case. If you think differently, let me know in the comments. What do you think? But I think that's why they included that. There was any chance of winning against her? No? Not only could Lambda Delta not choose to win, she couldn't choose to lose either.
我が巫女よ、友人と戯れるのは後にして、今は仕事をしてくれぬか。鍵の準備をせよ。わかったわ。
Okay.
途中でお使いを忘れてしまう天真爛漫さも猫の魅力である。
She's like so casual about this.
そうは思わぬか、ラムダデルタ機。
But Ella did say nothing, but hung her head low. From this position, it seems that the key seal would dissolve within a second. Or Berenkas would probably find Butter and Angel before that. Yeah. So either Lambda is going to like really sacrifice herself and try to stop Berenkastel, which will like make Featherin to go into action and probably destroy Lambda Delta in place. Or she's going to let Castle go and, well, that's going to be probably over. Once those two get their hands on the key, they could leave this place immediately. But that was only Castle and Feathering didn't find them first. Castle couldn't be allowed to move from the spot.
ゲームセットね、ラムダ。私は大アウローラ教の巫女よ。感激の魔女は朗読の巫女に保護を与えることを忘れてはいないわよね。
Yeah, like before, like Featherin came back, I forgot. So, yeah. If I would remember that, because like a lot of stuff happened and I forgot basically about that because like, you know, all of like awesome stuff just happened, like, really intense. That she's actually Miko Featherin. So yeah, in terms of like strength there might be equal, but in terms of like influence and backup, yeah, Bern is definitely way better in this case. Still, keeping her head lowered, Lambda Delta gave no answer. The wish of Tethergoing gave protection to her reader Mikos. If Lambda Delta attacked Berencastle, who was a Miko, then the Great Aurora, in accordance with her contract, would take this as attack against herself and respond accordingly.
取引しましょう。何をよ。バトラはどこに隠れてるの？
Okay.
素直に白状したら、すべて水に流してあげるわ。奇跡の魔女のあんたが、バトラごとき小さな駒を恐れるの？
Wow. Wow.
奇跡の魔女だからこそよ。あんな小石のようなやつでも、起こす奇跡があることを。
Okay.
私は侮らないの。その小石が、今じゃ奇跡の魔女に大出世したものね。
Pretty much.
もう一度聞くわ。バトラはどこ？残念よ、ラムダ。それが返事のようね。
Berencastle turned her back. Oh, for a second I thought like game is like not recording any audio. I got stressed. It's just like very silent for some freaking reason. I'm sorry. I will try to like increase the audio in the editing. You probably won't even like hear the difference. Berencastle turned her back on Lambda Delta. Then she told her master that she was leaving to prepare the key, and she started swimming towards the key room. If I let her go any further, she will find Batter and Ninja. Batter readied himself. This time, it was his turn to become a sacrifice. Yeah, out of these two, Batter makes most logical sense. First of all, he's also the game master, so he have like at least some power, right? So maybe he can like hold Bern for like a second or two, and this will be enough for Ninja to grab the key. Even though he was nothing more than a single pebble, he could still put out an eye. Whoa! That was loud. Okay. Lambda decided to fight, huh? Now that's the true sacrifice. A candy firework exploded right in front of Berencastle.
ラムダ、あんたは本当にバカだわ。
Well, technically she did not attack you, she just like threw the fireworks and they happened to explode in front of your face. So that's not an attack, that was an accident, sorry about that. Can we go with that? I think that's pass, right? I think that works.
ラムダデルタ。
やっちゃったわ、バトラー。エンジェ、あとは頑張りなさいよ。
Okay, just prepare to die. The cat overlords changed their formation, becoming the ferocious constellation that surrounded Featherin. Then, each drew the most terrifying of magic circles from their respective wards and began to chant. Okay.
私は少し混乱している。我が巫女よ。 そしてラムダデルタ教よ、これはどういう余興なのか。ラムダは私が鍵を取りに行くのを邪魔したいみたいよ。ほう、それはどういう意味なのか。
その意味がわかんないなら、フェザリーヌ、あんたちょっと笑ってるんじゃない？
Oh, she's going all out. Oh.
酔いざましが必要なんじゃないかしら。
Yeah, I think we are going with Lambda Delta superiority in Umineko. Like, she's so cool. Lambda Delta acted as though as she could. As tough as she could. Her fingertips were shaking slightly.
ミコへの攻撃は主への攻撃とみなす。そなたも知らぬわけではあるまい。
知ってるわ。
She's so small in the CG compared to Federil, which is totally obscured by the box.
そのルールによると、私はあんたたちとやっぱり戦わなくちゃならないわけだわ。
ほう、私か、私のミコがそなたのミコに失礼をしたか。
To a Miko of yours? Wait. Lambda has Miko as well? But Lambda is not the creator. But, okay, maybe it's like, you know, being like, not like fully fledged creator, maybe she's close. And she's like making some like, you know, fanfics or something, and she have like some Mikos, like some readers that read the stuff that she's like writing. Maybe that's the case? She's like not fully fledged creator, maybe?
ならばわびよ。しかし教えてはくれぬか。今はそなたはミコを持たぬはず。
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
そなたにはいつの間にミコがいたというのか。
それがね、いっぱいいるのよ。30人か40人くらい。
30 or 40, okay.
もっといるかしら。このラムダデルタ、相手が誰だろうと、ミコに売られた喧嘩は全部買い取っちゃうんだからね。
Okay.
そいつらはみんな絶対のハッピーエンドを信じてる。
Technically, if you think about this, Butter is like kinda a reader, the Miko for Lambda Delta, right? Because Lambda been the game master of episode 5, and Butter pretty much watched the episode 5. He read the episode 5, basically. So he read the work of Lambda Delta. And yeah, they're picking up fight with Butler, so yeah, against one of her Mikos, I guess.
この絶対の魔女が、そんな絶対を信じて頑張ってる連中をね、見捨てられるわけがないでしょ。
そなたの物語も嫌いではない。我が感激に値する。しかし今の私は感激者でなく出演者である。我が巫女の親友であることを知るから一度だけ忠告する。
Okay.
この舞台を降りるがよい。我が観覧席にそなたのための特別な席を設けさせよう。
あんたの物語と私が感激してる物語のどちらが面白いか考えているわ。
答えを聞こうぞ。
バトラたちの物語の方が100
Yep, that's way more interesting than just like, hey, I will show the world what the fuck happened on Rakenjima. Yeah, that's boring.
悪いけど今年の助演女優賞は私がもらっとくわ。
Fuck yeah.
あんたたち最後の人気投票は私に入れなさいよ。
Okay. Does anyone know in the comments if the vote like that actually happened back when the episode 8 was released? Did something like that happen? Did people like vote for the best character and she actually won? She got like voted on or something? Was there like some kind of vote pool after this episode dropped? Let me know in the comments, because a lot of you played the OG game. A lot of you, I know, remembers the like times when it was like released in episodes from what I get. So yeah, let me know. I'm really curious about this. if that actually happened. And was she actually the top 5?
どこ見て言ってんのよ。
Well, obviously, to the true reader. Lambda Delta pretended to joke around. She called me Glart at the one weak point. If she had a chance for a single attack, then in a 1 in a billion shot that victory existed. Well, the Witch of Miracles is there. The miracles exist. That horseshoe-shaped memory device floating around Federine's head. Oh, that thing. Okay. Without that, she couldn't preserve her own being. Interesting. Okay. Destroying it would be impossible, but if Lambda Delta could just jar it a little, she might be able to make it bug out. Huh. At least once in the past, Federine's memory device had been damaged. Oh, this is memory device. Oh, and her personality and appearance had changed. Huh, interesting. I have no idea what kind of like real life correlation it can be, but okay. It might be just for meta world thing. However, she was aware of that herself, and probably wouldn't let that happen again, no matter what.
よかろう、ラムダデルタ卿。そなたの脚本が準備できたなら、いつでも参られるがよい。
脚本なんて簡単よ。たった1行。華麗でキュートなラムダデルタ様が悪の黒幕アウアウローラを一撃でぶっ倒す。
Okay.
愚かなラムダ、そこまであなたが愚かとは思わなかったわ。
She's bold, yeah. But also courage as hell.
私は手出し無用。ラムダデルタ卿より献上される
Ooh,
この勇敢なる物語に対し、
okay.
私自らが
Okay.
を取らせよう。勇敢なるそなたにふさわしい物語と結末を褒美に取らせる。
エザリーヌ・アウグストゥスアウアウローラ
And there's the black hole thing, okay. Delta summoned magic power from her whole body and raised it in a mass above her head.
すまない。
Ooh! Ooh! We actually got CG for Federin herself. Wow. Wow, she's just like about to snap. She's going to Thanos Lambda Delta here. What the fuck? I like how glitchy it is in the background. I don't know why, but it fits her. I don't... What? I like this like glitch effect in the background we have. I don't know why, but this fits her so well. I cannot describe it why. I just couldn't think of like any better like background or like style of this image. The girl's witch hunt. And then the world time stopped.
そなたの脚本は採用しない。なぜなら、
Rather than time stopping, it was more like someone had stopped flipping the pages of a book. Holy shit. This is scary face. Also, if you think about this, we saw time stopping thing one time before. So, back in episode 4, I believe, when Angel first time appeared and she was talking with Lambda Delta, Mammon stopped in her tracks and it was like time was stopped. So that was also the influence of Federin, probably. She influenced that game. She was supporting Lambda Delta back then. Okay. She stopped reading Lambda Delta story, I guess. Flipping the book, okay. What a monster, holy shit. In this motionless world, closely packed letters
こ
appeared.
の先の脚本を記すのは私であるからだ。
They were the tale that had been written up to this very moment. Federin Augustus Aurora. The Delta summoned magical power of her whole body and raised it in a mass above her head. That was when the paragraph ended. And she's like reading it, she's like, yeah, this is stupid, let me fix this. What kind of god is she? Holy shit. She just like stole someone else. She basically stole someone else's book and just like decided to finish it by her own name. In this frozen world, Federine sat with her arms crossed.
参ったものだ。戦いを書くのは久しぶりでな。
I've written the fight scene.
唐突にこのような展開で筆を預けられても困るというもの。
When I got stuck writing, I tried to write it in reverse. In other words, instead of starting at the beginning, I will start at the end and go to the backward from there. That way it's easier to set up foreshadowing, and I can write the story with a vision for the end in mind. Ryukishi wrote like that probably because he put like shit tons of foreshadowing in this game before. The only downside is that it is surprisingly difficult to write the climax without having set up the story first.
とりあえず戦いの顛末から遡って書いていこう。
Okay.
ラムダデルタ卿、そなたは私に敗れ、生き絶える。
Oh, okay. Also, there was a how the sound of the red truth, but it didn't appear red. Guess whatever she says is like just the truth. As Federine said this, words were added to the massive group of letters that filled the frozen world. However, she was starting from the end, so there was a large gap between the new words and the old ones.
どんな姿でそなたは敗れるのであろうな。そなたの勇敢さにふさわしい勇壮な最後が良いだろう。こうはどうかよくわからぬが、何かに吹き飛ばされて本棚に叩きつけられ、
Okay.
獅子がバラバラに砕き、
Oh.
生き絶えて暗闇に墜落して消える。
Okay.
なかなか派手な最後である。よし、これでとりあえずそなたの最後は決まった。
The blanks were being filled up with the outline Federine spoke of. Okay, first of all, she's broken as fuck. Okay? Let's just admit she's broken. On the other hand, if you think about this, this is meta world. So she's that effective only against meta world things like witches and stuff. In real world, she's just the creator of books, the author. Yeah, she have like shit tons of support and everything, but she's just a human being, okay? But in this case, yeah, you give her like your work, like you're like her fan, let's say, and you give her like something to read and like, yeah, she's like reading and she's like saying like, when you finish, and she's like, you know what, yeah, I have like some ideas, and she's like writing your story like it's nothing. What the fuck? This is so broken. At the same time, the Delta figure was wiped out. After crossing her arms and thinking again, Federine pointed in a suitable direction. Spread-eagled against the bookshelf Federine had pointed at, reappeared on the Delta, but slammed into it after something or other blasted her there.
さて、ここからこのような最後に至るまでの激しい戦いを執筆せねばならぬのだが、
Fierce battle between you and Lambda Delta. I think it's pretty much one-sided, it's not a fierce battle at all.
今の私は今日も見抜く通り、
Yeah.
酔いが回っている。その部分は今度改めて時間を設けてじっくりと執筆することにする。今はこれにて許せ。きっとそなたに気に入ってもらえる勇敢な戦いぶりを。
Okay, she's not even going to give us a fight. Federine snapped her fingers. Yeah, she just Thanos her. What the fuck? Well, Delta had no idea what was going on. Before she could even blink, she was suddenly there, slammed against the bookshelf.
何よ。
What kind of like bullshit power is that? She couldn't comprehend what it was that Federin had killed her with. However, that was only natural. After all, even Federin herself hadn't decided. Yeah. However, Lambda Delta did understand one thing. She was already dead. Streams of blood dripped from the corners of her mouth. Then lines of blood appeared on her wrists and ankles, her elbows and knees. She looked like a marionette doll of herself.
私何に
No idea.
殺
But yeah, that was Federin, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, if you think about what exactly killed you,
まったくだ、ラムダデルタ卿。良いアイデアがあったら聞かせてほしい
Great.
ぞ。
こんな化け
what the fuck? She cannot influence Butler and Angel like that, right? Right? Also, Federin could end like this like whole game like in episode 1 if she wanted to, I guess. Still pinned against the bookshelf, Lambda Delta let her head slump. Her wrists, ankles, legs, arms, and neck. Each of those broke off as separate parts, and the marionette shaped like her lost its strings, falling in pieces into the depths below. Nothing remained. It was all swallowed up by the darkness beneath them.
化け物とは私を称える褒め言葉の一つであるな。ラムダデルタ。
エンジ見るな。お前は見るな。
And she closed her eyes tight, shedding bitter tears. She must not look. The witch of the future must not accept Lambda Delta defeat.
あいつはくたばってなんかいない。ただ勇敢だった。
Yeah, keep it in the cat box.
分かってるわ。あのラムダデルタが負けるはずだ。
Yeah, she's just playing this. She's just playing it out. Pop. The end of the world? That's a new soundtrack, definitely. At the moment there was a slight sound. The golden key that hung in the air shook. The seal on the key had finally broken. Butler grabbed it immediately. However, at exactly the same moment, a magical impulse shook the entire vast space of the key room. That impulse seems to have shaken something inside my pocket. Wait, what? Why? What happened? I stuck my head in and found that fragment of the Delta had given us to return to Gardenland had shattered. Wait, what? Oh, because that was given by Lambda Delta and Lambda is gone? And they cannot come back actually? Oh. Shit.
ラムダにもらったかけらが。
So wait, we have only one fragment. We have Berencastle fragment. So only one of them can come back. So yeah, it's definitely going to be the way that Butter is going to sacrifice himself and give Angel his fragment. And she's going to keep him in the cat box like he's been brave and fought off against Federin and Berencastle. And I don't know what happened to him, and yeah, she's going to go into the future.
惜しかったわね。もう逃げ場はないわ。
We still have your fragment though, Berencastle. One of us can still go out.
ベルンカステル。ラムダがもう少し賢く立ち回っていたら、もう5秒は稼げていたかもね。そうしたらあんたたちはその鍵を手に 黄金鏡に逃げ帰れていたラムダが。主がバカだとミコも苦労するわね。
Miko suffers too and the master's fool. Yeah. See, she refers to Miko to like Butler. I think like she refers to Butler because Enja didn't like read. Actually, if you think about this, Enja also kind of read episode 5. Oh no, wait, she didn't. She's been in episode 4. Yeah, she's been. Okay, never mind. Forget about Enja, but yeah, Butler. Oh, what happened?
ほう。
What happened?